Welcome to the deep dive. Today, we're diving into an incredible cultural journey. We're looking at India.
Yes, exploring one of the world's oldest, richest, and frankly most diverse cultures.
Absolutely. Our sources show this land shaped by, well, thousands of years of history,
hmm
layered with fascinating religions, languages, regional traditions. It's a lot.
It really is.
So our mission really is to pull out the key insights, maybe some surprising facts from all this material.
To try and understand this tapestry of diversity, as you put.
Exactly. Okay, let's unpack this incredible cultural journey into India.
It's quite a task because, our sources immediately show how India truly embodies unity and diversity, and on such a grand scale.
Right.
I mean, you see a country where, over 1,600 languages are spoken,
Wow.
a huge number of faiths practiced side by side, vastly different lifestyles, somehow coexisting, in harmony, mostly.
It's amazing.
It's not just impressive, it's a profound cultural thing. And that's what we'll see woven through every aspect of its identity, I think.
And for you, our curious listener, we're going to navigate this rich material. We'll try and pull out the unexpected connections, those aha moments
Yeah.
that make understanding Indian culture really come alive. Hopefully give you that shortcut to being truly well-informed.
Let's give it a shot.
Okay, let's start at what feels like the spiritual bedrock. India isn't just a country, it's the birthplace of major religions.
That's right. Hinduism, Buddhism, Jainism, Sikhism.
Huge ones.
Yeah.
But our sources also stress it's home to large populations of Muslims, Christians, Jews, Parsis.
And so many others, yeah.
So the question is, how do these ancient spiritual roots, move beyond just old texts?
Right.
How do they actually permeate daily life, the social fabric?
Well, that's a crucial distinction, isn't it? Our deep dive shows that spirituality in India, it isn't locked away in temples or books.
Okay.
It's manifested really everywhere. You see it woven into the vibrant festivals, the intricate designs of temples, the daily rituals you might see on the streets, and ancient practices like yoga, which, well, we all know how global that's become now.
True.
So it's not just a belief system. It's really a way of life. It structures social interactions, individual routines. It's deeply embedded.
Okay, that makes sense. From the spiritual, let's shift to another incredible dimension, the linguistic landscape.
Oh, yes.
As I was going through the sources, one of the things that just jumped out was the sheer linguistic diversity. I mean, imagine
It's staggering.
a country with 22 official languages, each one like a world unto itself. Hindi and English are, of course, the most widely spoken. But what does that level of, well, fragmentation, I guess, mean for cultural identity?
Well, it's quite fascinating, actually, because beyond those official languages,
Right.
you have all these regional languages: Tamil, Bengali, Marathi, Telugu, Gujarati, Malayalam.
The list goes on.
It does. And each one boasts these exceptionally rich, often ancient literary traditions. So this linguistic richness, each language holding centuries of unique poetry, prose, it seems to have, paradoxically, strengthened distinct regional identities.
Interesting. So not weakened, but strengthened.
Yeah, and cultural preservation, too. It creates this sort of vibrant counterpoint to national unity. It proves that diversity doesn't have to detract from identity. It can really enrich it.
That's a great insight. Speaking of rich traditions, you absolutely can't talk about India without talking about its festivals.
Oh, definitely not.
Our sources paint this picture of just, incredibly colorful, vibrant celebrations.
All year round.
Exactly. Observed across religions, across states. We're talking about huge events like Diwali, the Festival of Lights, and Holi, the Festival of Colors, but also Eid, Christmas, Guru Anak Jayanti, Durga Puja, Navratri, Pongal.
The calendar is packed.
It seems like it's just brimming with joy and celebration.
And these festivals, they aren't just holidays off work. They serve as these profound cultural anchors.
Yeah.
Well, they're moments where communities really come together. They reinforce shared values, shared stories, through sometimes very elaborate rituals, music, food.
The food connection again.
Always. They truly animate that spiritual and social fabric we talked about earlier. They give this consistent rhythm of celebration and, importantly, communal bonding.
Okay. From vibrant celebrations, let's shift to something that, well, delights everyone. The food.
Yeah.
The legendary Indian cuisine.
Yes.
It varies so much by region, right? But our sources confirm it is always full of incredible flavor and spices.
That's the constant flavor.
For instance, North India,
Yep.
You've got your roti paneer, that rich butter chicken, biryani.
Classic comfort food for many.
Then you go south, and it's like a whole different world. Dosa, idli, sambar.
It's just coconut-based dishes.
And the street food. Oh, my goodness. Chaat, pani puri, vada pav, momos.
You could spend a lifetime just exploring the street food.
Truly endless.
And what's particularly insightful, I think, from our sources is how cultural dietary practices really shape this landscape.
Like vegetarianism.
Exactly. Vegetarianism is widely practiced, especially in Hindu and Jain communities, but not just them.
Right.
And this isn't just a dietary choice people make individually. It has profoundly shaped agriculture, spurred innovation in spice blends to make plant-based dishes amazing, and even influenced social etiquette around sharing meals. It shows this incredible adaptation of cuisine to deeply held beliefs.
That's fascinating. Okay, just as diverse as the food seems to be the traditional attire.
Yes.
Our deep dive highlights the beautiful sari and the salwar kameez for women.
Instantly recognizable.
And for men, there's the kurta pajama, the dhoti, the sherwani for more formal occasions.
Right. But beyond just, the daily clothing, India is a major hub for textile and fashion diversity.
Oh.
And it really influences the global stage. We're talking about exquisite examples like Banarasi silk,
Gorgeous.
Kanjivaram saris from the south, the intricate bandhani tie-dye from Gujarat and Rajasthan. These aren't just fabrics. They're like centuries-old art forms, often hand-woven, telling stories through patterns and techniques.
So wearing them connects you to these ancient traditions.
Absolutely. To artisanal traditions that have been passed down for generations.
Incredible. Okay, moving to the expressive soul of India. It's art, music, dance, cinema.
A huge area.
The classical dances are just breathtaking. Bharatanatyam, Kathak, Odissi, Kuchipudi.
Each with its unique style.
And they're narrative art forms, right? Using intricate hand gestures.
So mudras, yes. Mudras and facial expressions, abhinaya, precise body movements.
To tell stories from epics and mythology, they literally bring these ancient tales to life through movement.
Incredibly expressive.
Musically, you've got the distinct Carnatic classical from the south, Hindustani from the north.
Two major streams.
Alongside, of course, the hugely popular Bollywood sounds and countless folk traditions.
Can't forget the folk music, yeah.
And the art forms, Madhubani, Worli, those detailed miniature paintings, Rangoli floor art, the incredible temple sculptures. It's truly a feast for the senses.
It absolutely is. And, connecting this to popular culture, Bollywood, the Hindi film industry, is famously one of the largest in the world.
Huge global reach.
Massive. But it's not just Bollywood. Regional cinema is thriving. Incredible films coming out in Tamil, Telugu, Bengali, Marathi.
Right, Hollywood, Collywood.
Exactly. And what's crucial to remember, I think, is that music, dance, and storytelling aren't just elements added into Indian films.
Okay.
They are integral to the very fabric of how these stories are conceived, how they're told, how they're consumed. It makes the whole cinematic experience deeply immersive and culturally resonant.
That makes sense why song and dance are so central. Beyond the visual and auditory, though, India also boasts this profound intellectual legacy.
Absolutely.
It's a land of ancient learning. It housed world-renowned universities like Nalanda and Takshila centuries ago.
Way ahead of their time.
So what did our sources reveal about how these ancient centers of learning became such powerful fountains of thought? Ideas that still, resonate across the world today.
That's a great question. Well, philosophical schools like Vedanta, yoga, various Buddhist teachings, they've originated in these intellectual traditions.
Right.
And they continue to profoundly influence global thought. You see their principles applied in mindfulness practices today, in various spiritual movements, even in modern psychological approaches to well-being.
So it's not just history.
Not at all. It highlights how India's intellectual contributions aren't just historical artifacts collecting dust. They are living philosophies that continue to shape how people understand the mind and the human experience right now.
Wow. Well, okay, finally, let's look at the fabric of society itself, family and social values.
The core structures.
Our sources explain that joint families where multiple generations live together are still quite common.
Though nuclear families are definitely increasing, reflecting global trends, as you'd
Right.
expect. But one of the most striking insights, I think, from our deep dive is how certain core values aren't just like nice sayings.
Such as?
Well, like guest is God, Atithi Devo Bhava. It's not just a philosophical concept. It's a deeply ingrained principle shaping daily interactions.
So real hospitality.
Extraordinary hospitality and generosity, often. We also see a strong emphasis on respect for elders, a profound sense of community living.
Mm.
These values really permeate the social structure. They foster this pervasive sense of collective responsibility, of belonging, that sort of defines social harmony in many parts of India.
So what does this all mean then when we try to understand India?
Yeah, pulling it all together.
It seems like it's a living, breathing testament to complexity and coexistence.
That sums it up well.
India culture isn't just one single thing, is it? It's a collection of, well, literally hundreds of microcultures.
That's a good way to put it.
Living together, constantly influencing each other, celebrating diversity, tradition, modernity, all at the same time.
It's dynamic.
It feels like a masterclass in how seemingly disparate elements can thrive together.
Which leaves us with perhaps an important question for you, our listener.
Okay.
In a world that often seems to be striving for uniformity, or maybe just struggling with difference, what can the intricate tapestry of Indian culture teach us? Not just about tolerating diversity, but about truly celebrating deep-seated diversity.
And how that very diversity can be a source of profound strength.
Exactly. And enduring identity. Something to think about.
Definitely something to think about.
Yeah.
Thank you for joining us on this deep dive. Keep exploring, keep asking questions.
Keep digging deeper.
And keep digging deeper into the incredible stories that shape our world.